This week we're going to highlight historical price volatility associated with the August crop report from the USDA. We're also going to take an updated look at crop progress as well as weather conditions across the U.S. here. Then we're going to turn our attention to a very rapid harvest pace in Brazil and wrap things up with a long-term view of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the month of August here, and that means it's time for the first survey-based estimate of U.S. corn yields from the USDA. Let's take a look at the historical price volatility associated with December corn futures on the day that that report is released. We've gone back 10 years here. A lot of volatility potentially on the day that this report is released, both to the downside and to the upside, as you can see. Here's the critical message. We strongly encourage you to have your risk management positions in place prior to the release of this report on Monday, August 12th. Let's now shift our focus to U.S. corn crop condition ratings. Nationwide, we saw a 1 percentage point drop in a good to excellent from 68 to 67. Notice that's still 10 points above last year's level there at 57%. Scattered variability across the Midwest, several states unchanged, several were slightly lower, and a few were actually slightly higher, so a lot of variability there. Now let's turn our attention to the historical crop condition index. Notice we edged a little bit lower this current week here in 2024. However, it still stands up very nicely compared to some of these recent years, trailing only 2018 and 2020 for early August. Let's now turn our attention to crop progress. We're switching to corn dough progress this week because the vast majority of the corn has passed pollination now. Critical stage here in grain fill, though, as the crop begins to go through, again, the corn dough stage. We're looking here at slightly under 50%. Here's the first week in August. Over the next 2 weeks on average, about a third of the corn crop will go into the dough stage. That's going to make the temperatures and precip very important through that mid-August time period. Let's turn our attention to weather now. As usual, our slides this week are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out this week looking at the past 30 days of precip. Quite a bit of variability there. Western Corn Belt is drying out over the past month, as you can see with those red areas across the heart of the Corn Belt, if you will, Illinois, parts of Indiana, stretching up into Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, and Michigan. However, it's been wetter, and further into the Eastern Corn Belt, normal rainfall across Ohio. Let's now take a look at the short-term forecast. Major cooling trend is going to kick in here the next 7 days. All across the vast majority of the Midwest there, highs only in the 70s and 80s, lows in the 50s and 60s, good for early grain fill. How about rainfall? Rainfall is primarily going to concentrate in the west here, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches. Not much rain as we move further east. What about next week, August 13th to the 15th? The big rain area is going to be there across Missouri as well as eastern Kansas, but it's going to be ahead of, if you will, a warming temperatures that will come into play at the end of next week. Let's take a look at our precip totals over the next 2 weeks. You can see here that it's a bit drier across the heart of the Corn Belt, but no intense dryness, at least at this time. The concern now would be that far eastern Corn Belt, far eastern coast, I should say, with all the rainfall unfortunately occurring from Hurricane Debbie. Let's now turn our attention to Brazilian corn harvest progress. Now we're looking here at all the states in Brazil, north to south, Mato Grosso, Goiás, Minas Gerais, and Paraná, and Mato Grosso do Sul. Mato Grosso is the largest state, about 45%. Now we're looking at progress. Mato Grosso is almost done. 99% of the corn is harvested in Mato Grosso. That is a very rapid harvest pace. Why is that important? Because that corn will rapidly now move into the export pipeline further into August, especially into September and October. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. December corn, as we tape here on Tuesday, is hovering near $4.05 a bushel. Again, still looking here from early August all the way through October, plenty of time for price volatility, both to the upside and to the downside. That's why we strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. And coming this Monday, August 12th, will be a big day. We encourage you to join our ATI Pro Media team shortly before 11 a.m. Central Time for a quick review of the USDA monthly supply-demand report, and again, those first survey-based yield estimates of corn, and then we'll follow that up at 1:30 with a deep dive discussion and analysis of the report. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.